Our Bishop Glen Ferguson delivered part 5 of the series entitled The Waiting Game. The Bishop took us on a spiritual journey as we focused on the main text, which was taken from the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verses 1 to 3. Here we see the downfall of Nineveh and the rising of the Babylonian Empire. Habakkuk is a man who was called by God to be a prophet to the people, but he was deeply troubled by the sinful ways of the people of Judah. He was puzzled as to why God did not judge them. Judgment, as we know, must be left to God. But if we ask God questions from a pure heart, He will answer us. Habakkuk was very unhappy with the level of sin and wickedness that surrounded him. The truth is, if you love God, the level of sin and debauchery that presently surrounds us will leave you concerned. The ways of man have become increasingly sinful, but we must never be desensitized to it. Amidst all of this mess, God will comfort the believer as we continue to wait on the Lord. We are waiting because we are certain that God will come through for us. These times that we're living in will build character, and we will become a bona fide testament of how God came through. The truth is, we may not like what is happening to us. That is a perfectly normal way to feel. As we face our challenges, we must hold on to our confession, living righteously until God delivers us. Although Habakkuk did not understand what God was doing, he was still obedient. The prophet had a relationship with God, and so he was told to write the vision and make it plain upon the tables. The prophet was given the job of a scribe. It is important that we do not become inflexible and unable to do things differently based on God's instructions. We must not change the old landmarks, Christian principles that were based on righteousness and truth. Though it tarries, we must wait for it. Once it is written, it cannot change. Nothing can stop our vision from coming to pass, so we must move with certainty in God's timing. So Habakkuk could confidently prophesy that the earth would be filled with the knowledge of the glory of God. What God starts will not end in disaster, keeping our spiritual eyes fixed on Jesus as we wait on the Lord.